Hi guys, this is Fluke, and today we're going to talk about backups, and specifically backups with Google Drive. The reason why we're doing this is because a lot of people sitting at home going, no, I'm at a corporate company, I don't have a backup system, all this kind of stuff. That's nonsense, people. There is loads of software out there that gives you backup options. Google Drive, one of them, being actually one of my favorite because it gives you 15 gigs. Yes, I know it shares it with your email and anything else you work on, but it's 15 gigs that you get for free to do your backups. And if anything happens to your machine, that's always what I tell the guys. Something happens to your machine, where's your backups? And if you tell me an external drive, I'm going to ask you what happens when they steal it. Your backups needs to be in a location where it can be accessed for yourself at any given time, and you know that it's secure. And I mean, Google is a great place for that. It's not the only place. We've got Dropbox, we've got OneDrive, and I'll do a tutorial on each one of them. But for now, let's quickly kick off with Google Drive. So first thing first is to use Google Drive. Obviously, you need a Google account. So if you don't have a Google account, please go and create yourself one, and then from there, sign in. Once you sign into Google Drive or into Google, you will see a lot of options. So let's quickly do this. I'm going to go to Google itself. Google.co.za from South Africa, so ZA, enter, and there you can see Gmail, images, little flapjack thingy there, and F for my demo account. So if you click up that little what do you call it, a flapjack I presume, you click on it, you're going to see a little bit down, there's Google Drive. Click on that, it's going to open Google Drive for you, and anything, if you've used it before, will be saved in there. So there you can see I've got a test folder that we're going to see, going to sync just now, and inside the test folder a little test G sheet. So just on the G sheet or the G doc or anything like that, anything you save in a Google format does not count towards your 15 gig. So that's quite awesome, because that means that all your documents that you work on, save it as a G sheet or a G doc. What's nice about it is when you save it to send it to somebody, you can still save it as an Excel, so Microsoft will still be able to read it, and it doesn't take space on your side. But that depends on how you want to work. This is a little bit off topic here. Okay, to get Google Drive to your machine, you click the little gear icon, and there's an option that says Get Drive for Desktop. Click on that. There you can see different options. Let me just quickly go down here. I'm going to say for individuals, download, agree and download, and there you can see the little install backups. Click on that. It's going to ask you on the user account control if you've got it enabled. Do you want to allow it? Click yes. And now it will basically start install. The install is dependent on your internet. It downloads a piece of software to your machine. It doesn't take too long if your internet is decent. Otherwise, just give it a second or so. It will go through. Again, the install phase is dependent on your machine. I'm running this on a virtual machine, so it does take a second longer than a normal machine. Or if you've got an older machine, just give it some time. It will get there. Close. And there you can see the little cloud icon there. So all this basically means is now I can start setting it up. It doesn't back up as yet, so you're going to right click it. There you go. So let's do this. We're going to right click it, and then now it's hiding there in the background for me. Come on, you want to. There you go. So it will bring up this little screen for you. So we're going to get started. Here you type in your email address, the one that you created. Now, as I said, I've got a little demo, so let's quickly get my demo account here. Click next. Then it's going to ask you for your password. You type in your super secure password. If you've got two-step authentication set up right after this, it will ask you for the code either being sent to the app or to the SMS or something like that. If you don't have two-step authentication set up, please set it up. It's absolutely crucial to keep yourself safe from various stuff, from hackers, from people trying to get into your machine. Look, nothing is secure enough that nothing will ever happen to it, but it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to get through. This one here is a demo account of mine. I'm not going to set up two-step authentication at this stage, or maybe I will. Maybe I'll just set up a tutorial on how to set up two-step authentication for Google on this account. So we're going to go next. So it says you choose folders from your computer to continuously back up to Google Drive. So here you've got an option, and as you can see, this is a brand new machine. I don't have nothing installed on it. I installed it specifically for this demo. I can choose desktop, documents, pictures, and anything you save on there will automatically then be pushed up to Google when you've got internet. As long as this little icon is running and there's no X on it or something saying, hey, there's something wrong, it will upload it to Google, and something happens to your machine, your data is somewhere other than your machine. Okay, just go a bit down here. High quality, free, unlimited storage. So this is your pictures, and definitely worth it. If you have a lot of pictures, and I know a lot of people has got pictures out there, people don't tend to actually go through the pictures again. This is what I found with pictures. They print it, store it somewhere, and there it stays. With Google, what's awesome about it is as it uploads, it actually takes the time when it was taken, and then it uses Google Photos. So you get a reminder that says, hey, 2 years ago you did this, or 5 years ago you did this, and you can actually go back through your stuff and you can reshare it. So it helps you also go through the photos, which is quite awesome, especially because people don't tend to go through photos anymore. So if you want to high quality, it doesn't take up any of your storage. If you want to have the original quality, it does take up of your storage, and it will, depending on what type of pictures you take, it can get full quite quickly. I'm going to leave it on high quality here, and I'm going to say upload photos and videos to Google Photos. This is exactly what I was just talking about now, that reminder of what you did 2 years ago or something like that. Network settings, I'm just going to quickly have a look. Auto detect, download rate, upload rate, I'm quite happy with everything that is there. Depending if you've got a slow internet speed or you've got limited time when you can do it, you can start tampering with this. Other than that, you can leave it as is and click OK. And next. So sync files from my drive to a folder on this computer. So what this basically means is you've got the option to save stuff on your Google Drive directly. That's what I showed you earlier, my test folder and my test G sheet. This will then allow you to save it somewhere, and as you can see, it will go to demo Google Drive. Sync my drive to this computer, yes, and you can see there's less than 1 meg, or sync only the files that I select. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to change it. The one thing that I would suggest is if you've got a second drive in your machine, maybe change this to that second drive, just to spare space. A lot of times what I found is that SSDs on the new machines, and they're quite small, but they've got a secondary 1 terabyte drive. So go create a folder in that 1 terabyte drive and rather point it to there than keeping it on the C drive. It's not going to make much of a difference in the sense of your speed and those kind of stuff, but it's going to save you space on your C drive or on your operating system drive. So as I've only got 1 drive in here, I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to go next or start. And there you can see a little icon pops up and it's busy syncing. That sync icon basically means that it's busy looking at the files. And just hold on for a second, and there you can see it created a little icon for me there. That's that explorer that ended and restarted is just creating that little folder for you so you can click on it. So if I click on that, there's nothing in there at this stage. Let's give it a second, it will pop up just now. for some reason it goes to the right of my screen, so it doesn't allow me to see what's currently happening. Oopsie, not OneDrive. Let's go to this PC. Close OneDrive, we'll do that on a separate video. And if I leave this for a few minutes, you'll see that the test folder will come up, and inside the test document, there you go, test folder pop up, and inside the test G sheet. So I just want to also show you, if you double click this G sheet here, it will open Chrome for us. Let me just see. I'm going to close this one, and double click this one again. As you can see, Google Drive opens up there, or Google Sheets, apologies for that. And there you go, you can start editing. It's exactly the same as Excel. Depending on the internet speed, obviously it will take a minute to load. And then for everybody that works a lot with people that works with Excel, it's because I opened it twice now. With Excel, I just want to show you here, you can download it as XLSX. So that's the new version of Excel. So if you want to send it out to somebody that doesn't have Google Sheets or a Google account or something like that, download it as a XLSX, and they can still open it. The functionality, everything is the same in there. Perfect. So guys, if you like this video, press the button, subscribe, share it, and then if you've got questions, just send me a link. If there's many ways to contact me, my YouTube channel, Facebook channel, my blog, just anywhere of them, send me a link. I'll get a notification. If there's a question or something I can help with, put it on there, and I will probably try and make content around it.